Questions, ladies and gentlemen, and then I'll come back to you if you've got another question.
Why is Christianity decreasing in followers?
Right. So the question is, why is Christianity decreasing in followers? This is a common myth spread by the enemies of the Christian faith. If you go to Pew Research, a academic body not run by Christians, not populated by Christians, and you look at the big major census that they did about the Christian church, the Christian faith is still a growing religion.
Okay, so why
No, I'm answering your question. Let me finish. Yeah, don't interrupt. The reality is, people who say, why is Christianity dying, have believed a lie. And they have believed a lie created by the enemies of Christianity, who are trying to dishearten Christians by telling us that our religion is emptying out. In the Western world, Christianity is undergoing a massive apostasy. But in the African world, the Asian world, the Christian faith is increasing. The fastest growing religion in Islamic Iran is Christianity. The fastest growing religion in Islamic Indonesia is Christianity. The fastest growing religion in Islamic North Sudan is Christianity. I have a question for Muslims. You ask us about why our religion is dying. I ask you, why are your Muslims abandoning Sharia law? Why are they fleeing from Sharia law? Why do they prefer the laws and the lands of the kuffar over the lands of the Muslims? Let me take another question.
Listen, I'm not here for a lecture.
Right, would you like to have a debate?
Not a debate, I'm trying
We'll
to
have a
learn.
conversation then.
I have a learn, I've got a couple of questions.
Yeah, go on
It's
then.
going to be a lecture, I'll just go to another stand.
Yeah.
So I asked you why Christianity is decreasing.
Which is a false premise.
Okay. Why churches turned into nightclubs?
Okay, so let me answer that question. The reason why churches are turned into nightclubs is simply because the Christian population in the West is decreasing.
No, if you look
No,
at
hold on
even
one
if
second.
you
You've
look
asked
at
a question, allow me to answer.
If you look at it overall as well, even in all the countries you have...
What, like Romania?
No, you've cherry-picked some countries where Christianity maybe has increased.
It's you that's cherry-picking.
I'm not cherry-picking.
You are
I'm
cherry-picking.
What
does Pew Research
I'm
say?
talking about the UK.
Well,
if you're going to talk about overall
so that's cherry-picking.
criminality,
So that's cherry-picking.
Islam has been increasing.
You said Christianity is decreasing. That's
why.
false.
I said why.
Yes, that's false. And the reason why Christianity, so let's make it specific now to the UK.
Still also why
So let's make it
churches turned
specific.
into nightclubs?
So let's make it specific to the UK. The reason why Christianity is dying in the UK is because Christianity has been hijacked by what's called the religion of humanity. It's a liberal religion, it's a soy boy religion, and lots of Christians are malformed in their faith and they're not practicing the faith fully. And for that reason, no one is convinced by this watered down Christianity, and it puts people off and people leave, and I don't blame them. That's why Christianity is dying in the UK. Specific answer, specific question. Why are they turned into nightclubs? Because when the church tries to sell property, it has a kind of order that it tries to give that property to, but including in that order is some kind of public use, and if it can't sell it to a higher level group, like, for instance, another religious group, particularly another Christian group, or another religious group of another religion, or some public good, like turning it into a GP, it goes down a list, and at some point, it's like, we can't sell it to any of these people above, but if someone wants to turn it into a nightclub and they sell the building.
So let me ask you a question. See, as a Muslim, we believe in Christianity, we believe in Jesus.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do. I do.
No, you don't.
I don't. You can't tell me what I believe and what I believe.
What is Christianity?
Well, it's one of the religions which is created by Allah. Definitely.
That's not Christianity.
Whatever it is, whatever I know is this. Christianity, Isa alayhi salam is what we call Jesus. We believe in it. We have no objection. Yeah, it's in the Quran.
No. You don't understand what I'm saying. You don't believe in the Jesus of the Bible.
I do believe in Isa alayhi salam.
No, that's not the Jesus of the Bible.
That is Jesus.
Is it really?
Yes, it is. 100%.
So would Isa say these words?
No, listen, I'm not, listen.
No, you've made a claim.
I am not as learned, or I don't go through scriptures as such. I'm just telling you what I believe. In the Quran,
yes.
What I have read,
yes.
What we all know,
yes.
As Muslims, we believe in Jesus. It's not like we're against Jesus. See, most of the things we're taught in the Christianity Bible is the same as the Quran as well. Even with the Jews, we believe in Moses. We call them Musa alayhi salam. So the same thing. It came from the religion which Allah has created and passed down to us. But my question to you, in terms of Christianity, why churches are turned into nightclubs. Now, let me ask you a question. As a Muslim, if a mosque was turned into a nightclub, that's a big no-no, regardless of it being economically viable and so on and so forth. Anywhere around the world, you will not find a mosque turned into a nightclub. And if Allah or God actually says, you know what, this is my religion and these are what I am teaching, this is the right religion, he would never allow a Christian church to be turned into a nightclub unless their followers generally are going away from their faith, and this is what's happened.
Okay.
These are stats, these
Can
are
I
facts.
reply to that?
However,
can I reply to that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so there's a lot of false premises in what you said, so I'm just going to go through them and correct them. So you said, as a Muslim, you believe in Christianity. This is factually fallacious. It's factually false. The thing that you are misdescribing as Christianity in the Quran has absolutely no relevance to historical Christianity at all. And we can prove this by quoting a first century document that was written between the years 00 and 100, the book of Revelations. Let me finish. Where Jesus said, "Behold, I am coming quickly, and my reward is with me, to render to every man according to what he has done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end." Only God is the first and the last, and the Quran describes God as the first and the last. Jesus is calling himself the first and the last in the Bible, and therefore the Jesus that we Christians believe in the Bible is not the Isa that you believe in the Quran. They're completely different figures. So that's the first point. Second point that you made is that you said that it's a sign that Christianity is dying, that churches are being turned into nightclubs. Well, there are mosques in South Africa that are being turned LGBTQT friendly. Yes, there are. It's on record. Check me if you don't wrong. And so the fact that an institutional building can be taken over by a non-believing group is not proof of the validity or invalidity of a belief system. And the reality is that the Quran has many errors in its descriptions of Christians' belief. So, for instance, the Quran says, "I believe in three gods." No Christian believes in three gods. The Quran. Now notice how rude you're being. Notice how rude you're being, because you insisted that I listen to you, but now you're interrupting and you're talking to someone else, and that's all right. I've come to expect that from Muslims that I meet in the park. It's kind of normal. So now the reality is that you can find these mosques that have been taken over by LGBTQ/ideologues. Mosques exist like that. The reality that some people do something wrong in the name of a religion doesn't disprove the religion. That's the fallacy that you're working to. And you're arguing, and what I would ask you is, why does the Quran say I believe in three gods when no Christian text, either in the Bible or outside of the Bible, no Christian text in the Bible or outside the Bible says I believe in three gods?
May I jump in now?
Yeah, of course.
So again, you're just going on to our next 2-3 line defences you have going. A specific question to you. You still haven't answered.
I did.
You did not.
Well, people can decide.
Mosque not turned into the thing where
have an example of it, right?
Doesn't matter what that says. It genuinely doesn't. Have you been there physically yourself? Have you seen it yourself?
Are you denying it?
I am denying it.
On what grounds?
Because that's not what Muslim faith does.
Exactly. So you're making the Truman Capote fallacy. You're saying that this isn't representative of Islam, and what I'm saying is that churches that get turned into nightclubs doesn't represent Christianity.
I'm not saying it's representing Christianity. I'm saying as a question, why is that happening?
Yes, and I've addressed that.
And you're saying it from an economical point of view, that because there's nobody going there.
I actually gave a sociological answer before I gave an economic answer.
So I guess nobody is going to those churches to be, I don't know.
Yeah, because watered down Christianity is not convincing.
And this is in the UK?
This is in the UK. Civic religion, the religion of the Church of England, is not real Christianity. It is the religion of humanity, which is a watered down civic religion of rituals to mark the passing of time and national ceremonies. That's why the king goes to Westminster Abbey to get coronated. It's why on Memorial Day on the 11th of November we have a big national ceremony. It's a civic religion.